The HOKA Transport 2 is the everyday shoe that feels just as good on city streets as it does on light trails. Are you ready to simplify your rotation? Well, this one might help you do it. The Transport 2 is very much a city-first walking shoe. So it's not a trail running hybrid, road to trail running shoe or anything like that. This is really for walking. And it performs really well on road surfaces or walking around town, that kind of stuff, but also performs well on light trails too. So you can think of this one as a hybrid walking shoe, and because of that, it actually makes it really good as a travel shoe for anyone who likes to vacation and not really plan what they want to do. That's kind of what I like to do. I like to do adventure trips. So one day I might want to be walking around the city exploring. The next day I might think, let's go on a hike. So having one shoe that can do all that is really, really good when you're traveling. So that's the background. Let's get into the key specifications. They cost $155. I'll let you know by the end of this review if I believe they're worth that price tag. They weigh 11 ounces or 312 grams. That's for a size US men's 9, my pair. And if you're wondering how that compares to other lifestyle shoes like this one, well, it's actually a little bit heavier than most, but that does actually bring some benefits, which I'll go into in a moment. They have a drop of 5 millimeters from heel to toe. Really like that. That's classic HOKA. Feels very natural when you're walking. The upper is using a 100% recycled polyester, and it's got a Cordura mesh tongue and PFC-free water repellency. That's really cool because it makes it waterproof to some degree. It's a repellency, so it's not going to last forever, but probably for the amount of mileage you're going to get out of this, which is going to be over 600 miles for a walking shoe like this. It's going to last long enough to give you protection from rain and puddles. The midsole is using a 30% sugarcane EVA, and it's got a really nice cushy responsive sockliner, which is removable too. Now you've also got something very special on the outsole. Yes, this one is using Vibram EcoStep, and it's not Vibram Mega Grip, but it is a compound which is going to give you really good traction on the trails, especially for a walking shoe like this. And a few extras include 360-degree reflectivity, which is really important, especially in the winter months where you're going to be walking around town or the city in low light conditions. It's nice having that safety feature where you will be seen from any angle that you look at this shoe. It's also got this nice quick toggle lacing system. Very easy to do. I love how quick it is to get a nice fit. And there's a little lace stow loop on the front here. You do it up and then you just tuck it in the shoe like so. And it just stops the lacing from flapping around when you've done them up. When it comes to sizing and fit, well, they're very much true to size. And if you're familiar with HOKA running shoes or walking shoes, go with your usual sizing. They've got that nice medium width and they feel snug but not overly constrictive. Just a really nice comfy fit. The collars, the heel counter and the tongue are all very padded, so it's very soft and supportive to step into, and you get a very solid heel lockdown as well. I really like the fact that the heel counter is articulated, very easy to slip on because of that, but also you don't get too much pressure put on the back of your Achilles, and it also actually helps lock your foot in too. There's also a heel pull at the rear that makes slipping them on even easier. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like and share it with a friend if you think this is going to be useful for them too. And if you've had any experience with this shoe, I really want to get your thoughts on it. It's really going to help me understand how you guys have been using it, but also anyone who comes to this video, it's going to help them decide whether or not this shoe is going to be best for them or not. So please put as much information as you can. It's really going to help everyone out. And of course, if you want more outdoor gear and lifestyle gadget reviews just like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next review. Let's move on to my performance review. I'm going to start by talking about this midsole a little bit and how it actually feels whilst you're walking. It's very well balanced. So if you're used to HOKA, or you've got this image in your mind that all HOKAs are plush and soft underfoot, well, they're not. That's a bit of a myth. These ones are just very balanced, and that means they've got a good amount of response, so they do bounce back nicely, but they're not overly plush. And they've got a little bit of a mid-firm kind of feel underfoot. That's really good for walking because it gives you extra stability and you just get better ground contact, which is really good if you are going to be hiking on light trails as well. You need to be able to maintain control in a shoe. So anything too plush or wobbly just wouldn't be good on trails because you would be wobbling around and you might roll an ankle as well. So I really like the balance of a midsole and the stability that you get from it too. Now this is a neutral walking shoe, so there's no built-in stability features as such. It does use active foot frame, which is HOKA's proprietary way of supporting your foot and stopping any wobble on the walk. It does kind of act a little bit like a stability shoe, even though it's for neutral gaits. It's also got a fairly wide base, which helps with stability too. On the outsole, you've got Vibram EcoStep rubber compound. And what that does is give you really good traction on most surfaces, especially in the wet as well. So it really is a super versatile walking shoe. I love the fact that it's fairly aggressive too. The lugs are about 4mm deep on here, and it's enough for light trails. You're not going to get incredible traction in wet, sloppy mud. It's just not the shoe for that. But what it does is handle varying conditions on road and trail very well. The upper is super durable. It's very, very comfortable, and it's very easy to get a nice snug lockdown in this shoe. I think that's something that's really special about it. I do like the fact it's got this water repellency built into it. And I think that's really cool in a lifestyle shoe because we do often find ourselves in rainstorms when we weren't expecting them. It's just life. So having a shoe that can protect your feet from that so you don't end up having wet feet throughout the day, I think that's a really nice hidden feature that a lot of people are going to really like about this one. That said, because it is water repellent, it's not the most breathable upper. So if you're going to be wearing these in hot conditions, you're not going to get much airflow through this upper material and your feet might start heating up if you are going to be standing around all day. So that's something to be aware of. But again, if you're anywhere cooler or shoulder season, these are going to be really good because they will actually keep your feet warm. It's just those crazy hot, humid environments where these might not be so good. So these ones really are best for walking or standing around all day where you don't really know what you're going to be doing at any moment. So if you do a lot of traveling and you often find yourself on the trails or walking around town, these are going to be really good for that. But they're also just very good for wearing to work or taking the dog for a walk. It is a really comfortable everyday lifestyle shoe. So I like the fact HOKA has elevated this, and it does make it one of those versatile shoes. Almost like the On Cloud 6, for example. I'd say it's very much a competitor to that shoe. Loads of people, myself included, really like that shoe because it is so versatile and it's very easy to slip on. And you don't have to do up the laces because it uses On's quick lace system. This one has its own quick lace system and it's very easy to slip on too. It's definitely a competitor, not as lightweight as the On Cloud 6, but I have to say I prefer this midsole. It feels better to me, it's more balanced, and of course the outsole is so much better than the On Cloud 6 as well, meaning you can take this one on the trails, where if you take the On Cloud on the trails, you're going to be slipping around. I've done it many times in the past. Just be aware this one isn't a super max cushion soft ride or underfoot feel. For that you're probably going to want the HOKA Bondi 9 or the Clifton 10, and I've linked to those reviews up there. So if you're interested in a softer ride, I'd recommend checking those ones out for your daily walking. If you're wondering where the HOKA Transport 2 features in my best lifestyle walking shoes, well, definitely follow that link up there. That'll take you to my roundup on trailandkale.com, where you can find my favorite lifestyle shoes right now. Well, it's time for me to judge this one in my final verdict. Is it worth $155? Well, yes, very much so. That's actually really reasonable for such a versatile lifestyle shoe that most people who are going to buy this shoe are going to be wearing all day long. So you're going to get tons of use out of it. It's not like it's a running shoe that maybe you run in for half an hour, 5 times a week. No, you're going to be wearing this all day long and on various different terrains and surfaces as well. So when you think about it like that, that price tag is actually very reasonable for a shoe like this. It's very comfortable. Love how it securely locks your foot within the shoe, but feels very comfortable at the same time. And the well-balanced midsole just feels really nice for walking around and standing all day as well. So if you want to strip down your walking shoe rotation, you just want one shoe to handle most things, well, you need to have the HOKA Transport 2 on your shortlist. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Hope it gave you the insights you needed as to whether or not these are going to be right for you or not. But if I missed something or you've just got a question, drop it in the comments down below. I reply to everyone. Well, thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next video because you subscribed, didn't you? Yes, you did. If you didn't, here's your chance. Do it. Tap it. Tap that bell as well. See you on the next review. Peace.